which isn't bad either, but I think Dingoes is probably ahead. This comes from Ben in Dalesford North.
Oh, sure.
Geez, a go-ahead town, Dalesford.
Very, very go-ahead.
Future read there and that sort of stuff, astrology and all that sort of thing.
And they have enough locally generated power to run the town.
They do.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary,
Very
isn't it, what's happening in Dalesford? It's an absolute revolution. This comes from Ben in Dalesford. He says, thank you for your iconic Paris Olympic Games coverage.
Right on the money.
Right on the money there. On a recent episode, you mentioned Dawn Fraser and provided a description of this Aussie icon. This highlights a growing crisis in Australia. The legacy and glory of past Aussie Olympians is being forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
What is needed is a public holiday where past Olympians are remembered and honoured. He says he can't remember the bludger that is the current sports minister, but this cause needs a real champion to make it a reality. Rod Kemp, we need you. God, he's got a memory, hasn't he? Remember Rod Kemp?
I don't know who else would remember Rod Kemp.
No, we remember him.
Man.
We got to know Rod quite well at Salt Lake City.
We did.
Where he amused us with his for several hours. From memory, I think Annika Wells is our current sports minister. And she's doing a great job. But he's right. There are so many Olympic icons. I was just thinking the other day, remember the superfish, Steve Holland?
Or how about Dean Lucan, the weightlifter from Port Lincoln?
Yes, the tuna fisherman.
Yeah, lifted practice with frozen tuna.
Frozen tuna, yeah.
Are you suggesting a similar thing to say these served, as in these people, these athletes, these great Australians served on the front line?
Yes.
Maybe not gold. Yeah. Maybe, nothing really went and came back.
That's right. That's right.
And can I say that's
a public holiday to remember our
Aussie heroes.
Our Aussie heroes, thank you.
And, of course, there's a show called I Was There, I think, now
on the ABC.
Now, Olympic heroes, sure you'd need somebody with the skill of paying to interview them.
Take us through it, style. Yes. You're suggesting getting someone like Steve Holland.
Well,
the superfish, if he's still about, and I'm sure he is, sit him down and say, take us through it.
And speaking of that, Molly O'Callaghan